Hey, this is Charlie from Fightstar, and you're watching Stern Music. Hey, my name is Charlie Simpson. I play in a band called Fightstar. We are from London, England. We are a rock band, and we're just out in Paris at the moment, playing our first headline show. We're doing a European tour, so finishes up tonight in Paris. I'd say Fightstar's core sound is melodic rock music. There are parts of the music which are quite aggressive, and then there's other parts of the music which are very kind of soundscapey, a lot more chilled out. But I mean, you know, you can put, I think, Fightstar's music into a few different subgenres, but I like to keep it simple and just call it melodic rock music. I think the latest stuff we've been writing, we've tried to incorporate a bit of a cinematic edge. We listen to a lot of film music, and on the latest album we released called Be Human, we had a 24-piece orchestra on it, and I think the inspiration behind that was very much kind of listening to a lot of film scores and you know, portraying a very cinematic energy in the music, and that's what we like to do. So I guess that has an inspiration on our sound. Yeah, basically we filmed an acoustic DVD in Northampton, in England, at the end of 2009, and it was kind of, we wanted to do something similar to Nirvana Unplugged when they did the Unplugged in New York. So we basically just set up and stripped down the set completely. It was all on acoustic. We had a cellist come in, the same woman that did the strings on Be Human, and we filmed it. And we decided to release it as a bonus DVD to the deluxe version of Be Human. It also has 4 new songs on it that were never on the original album. So we just wanted to give something special to the fans at the end of the album cycle. Yeah, City on Fire it's kind of like a bit of a social commentary on London life, I guess. You know, I've lived in London for about 10 years, and it can be kind of a love-hate relationship. I mean, I love London as a city. I think it's an incredible place, but there's you know, over the last 10 years, there's quite a lot of bureaucracy that's kind of clamped down, I think, on city life. You know, the fact there's so many cameras, you're filmed over 200 times a day by cameras without even knowing about it, and you know, it's just that there seems to be a lot of the big cities tend to have more of a nanny state kind of control going on, and it can feel a bit like you know, your freedom's almost being taken away from you in some respect. But on the other hand, you know, it is a brilliant city to live in. It's a very beautiful place. You know, there's always something to do there, and it's very energetic. I mean, sometimes it's too much, but I think the City on Fire is basically just describing London as, I guess, like a boiling pot. That, you know, if it's at some point it could just go crazy and explode. But it's you know, it's not a negative. It's not a negative song. It's looking at the positives on it. Yeah, it's all a lot. I mean, we like to bring a lot of energy to our shows. We like to bring a lot of energy to the crowd. We like to involve the crowd as much as possible. You know, I think when I grew up going to shows as a kid, I wanted to feel involved with what the band were doing. I wanted to feel like part of the show, and so I think that's what we try to do on a lot of our live shows is get as much crowd involvement as possible, and, as I say, bring a lot of energy. It's amazing. Like, it's the first time I've ever been to Europe, and we did a couple of shows in Germany, did a show in Belgium, obviously playing Paris. And the crowds seem as responsive here as they do in England. And we've only been here once, so we've done you know, so many tours in England, and it's nice to see that the crowds over here are just as responsive to the music, and they're singing really loud, and it feels like we've got a real loyal fan base over here already, so it's something to build on. Sometimes it does. I think that's the only drawback for me to moving to a place in Europe, because I'd like to live somewhere else and try different things, but the language barrier for me is a problem, because you can't just, you know, say what you want to say. I mean, I think English mentality is a lot lazier than the rest of the world. I think, you know, there's so many people in Europe speak English, whereas I think far fewer people from England speak foreign languages. So I kind of feel a bit embarrassed in some ways that I'm coming over, you know, we come over and we talk to all the local people, and most of them can speak English and we can't speak a word. I mean, I pick up a little bit of French, my mum speaks French, so I pick up a little bit here and there. I probably know more French than I do German or Spanish or Italian. But I guess you can get by, you know, as long as you can order a sandwich and ask where the toilet is. We've got a bit of a break after this, because we've pretty much been going 5 years straight without a break, so we're going to take some time off, regather our thoughts, and then come back beginning of 2011, start again.